Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to pre-market report sponsored by taxbuddy.com and finbingo.com. And let us look at the global cues. US markets fell more than 1000 point, and this is the first more than 1000 point fall in this calendar year, I think. And so far in this year, Dow fell more than 800 points. More than 800 point swing was a normal affair. It has happened 5 times. 5 times it fell more than 800 point. But then many times, like 300 point down, 500 point shoot up, or 500 point up, then 300 point down. So 800 point swing has happened many times. But fell more than 800 point 5 times, and now it is 1000 point in just one day. And the Dow was actually down for 7 straight weeks. And this week, Monday and Tuesday, it was higher. And in fact, last Friday, this Monday and Tuesday, 3 days were higher. We thought, 3 days of continuous rise, we thought the worst is over. But the market yesterday, it fell more than 1000 point and wiping out all the gains made in the previous 3 trading sessions. And in fact, it has lost more than what it gained in the previous 3 trading sessions. Now with yesterday's fall, Nasdaq is down 30% and S&P 500 is 19% down. And some of the reports and comments coming out of US and other countries looking very bad. Just look at the news from Sri Lanka. They say they have petrol only for one more day. And look at Pakistan, for the first 50 years since independence, Indian rupee and Pakistan rupee used to trade around 1:1. And now it's almost 1:2.5. Like 1 rupee is equal to 2.5 rupee of Pakistan. I'll just to give you in terms of US dollar, for $1 Indian rupee about 77 rupees, Pakistan rupee 200 rupees, and Sri Lankan rupee 400 rupees. And you can see the problems of this Russia-Ukraine war and then inflation fear, in US and other developed countries, how the ripple effect affecting the other countries. Even yesterday, the UK inflation data came at 9%, so which is a 40-year high. And why the mayhem in US markets? And the reason, yesterday a retail chain, a Target, came out with the disappointing results, and they want higher energy prices and higher employee cost. And because of that, the bears targeted the Target shares, and the Target share was down 25%. And in fact, the previous day, Walmart came out with bad results and it was down by 12%. But that day, there was a report that Warren Buffett is buying some shares, so that lifted the sentiment. So that's why, though Walmart was down 12%, the overall market was higher. But yesterday, again, Walmart fell another 6%, taking the total fall to 18% in 2 trading sessions. And all other retail chains, whether online, offline, everything was falling. Like Amazon, I think it has fallen about 7-8% yesterday. Amazon is such a big company and falling, 8% after it has already fallen so much. Even the Apple, the bluest of blue chip stock, fell about 5-6% yesterday. And some people who are talking, maybe they are ultra bearish people, we don't know specific details about them. And one fund manager reportedly said, Nasdaq will have to fall another 30% for markets to stabilize. These kind of things, the news that is coming from US is really very very big problem. And then, the sell-off is such a brutal sell-off. And coming back to our market, so our market is so volatile. Just few days before, Nifty was trading around 15,750. From there, it shot up to 16,400 and, in just 2 trading sessions. Then yesterday high was 16,400 and now SGX Nifty indicating 15,900. So that's a 500 point fall. How can 500 point fall in just 1 trading day, and that too on expiry day? And a lot of people would have sold put option and call option. And, today is the happiest day for put buyers and option writers, they'll be making very huge losses, and I've been making huge losses this month. So yesterday I told you already the Nifty future was at a deep discount, and I told you in the past it so happened that in the next few days some rally came, but now markets are like falling like anything. So but earlier people start comparing this fall with the pandemic fall of 2020. Then the markets fell more. They started comparing this fall with the Lehman Brothers collapse of 2008. And again the markets fell more. Then started comparing with the dot-com bubble of 2000. And now the fall is so brutal, so severe. And now they start comparing this fall with the 1987 Dow Jones crash. The Dow crashed 22% on one Monday in October to 1987. And yesterday's or last 2-3 days fall in retail stores, retail chains, they say this is the worst since 1987. So the market is completely in the bear control, and I think now it's likely to continue. The only hope for us, positionally, that the swing low should not be broken. But the way markets are like moving, it's going to be sooner or later it's going to break. And looking at the US market, even after falling 1000 point, now again Dow future is down nearly 100 points, and Nasdaq is even worse. So let us hope that today market at least try to stabilize and at least try to recover. We should be happy if the Nifty scales back to 16,000 today. So today probably the market, anyway, the first few minutes is going to be a complete mayhem, and all those people who sold put option yesterday, they will have to run for cover. They will have to book the loss no matter what is the loss, and otherwise they will lose even more. So, and all those things, so first few minutes is going to be a complete mayhem. And then after that, let us hope that market stabilizes. And by looking at the one day when the market shot up so much, nearly 400, 500 point in Nifty. So I said probably LIC would have entered. But later there has been no such news. And then the domestic institutions buy figure also does not say anything about that. And so the going forward, it's going to be very, very difficult. So let us hope market at least stabilize around 15,900, and that is the only hope. And otherwise, this market, even when the market went to 16,200, 300, I just tweeted, is it the bottom has been made, or it's a dead cat bounce? And I think majority of the people said that it is a dead cat bounce, and now it is becoming true. And this kind of dead cat bounce clean out the weaker short sellers. Those who have short sold around 17,000 or 16,800, they will be sitting in profit. But those who shorted late, their stop loss would have been hit on the higher side. So all things are very bad, but sometimes I always say when everything looks bad, who knows, sometimes the markets bottom out there and the markets start moving higher. And there are some positive news also, like news, some people say, Warren Buffett started investing now, and he invested a lot of money in Citibank, which has already fallen so much, So those things are there. But again, May month, today is going to be the end of the third week. FIAs have been net sellers for every day. And this May month, as I told you, it's a complete mayhem, and option writers are losing a lot of money. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for watching.